Hello people, it's your boy Osman back again with another video. This time we're just quickly going to go over the game against Huddersfield. Manchester United winning 2-0. Don't want to talk about that game in too much depth, however I will quickly brush up on it. Just before I go into that, just want to say fair play to Lukaku. He was absolutely phenomenal. He took his goals fantastically well, both of them. Obviously he scored both the goals that made him the difference on the night. You know, he showed to us that he has got the capabilities of scoring goals if he gets the ball played to him on the flipping ground for a change. How often do you actually get to see Lukaku running at defenders like that? It's very rare. You know, at a club like Man United, it should be a given. He should be doing that regularly, but unfortunately it doesn't happen often enough. But, you know, like I said, fair play to Lukaku. I'm going to quickly brush over the game, and then I want to talk about, you know, how we can improve as a team, our style of football, what's our identity, because at the moment I don't think we've got one. And yeah, just in general, how we can improve our style of football, because I was speaking to some of the lads after football, hence why I'm sitting in my kit. As you can see, I've got my Under Armour or whatever you call it. Hence why I'm still in my kit. Anyways, yeah, so I was speaking to the lads that I personally play football every Sunday. Majority of them are Manchester United fans, you know who you are. Yeah, and they're just bored to death with the game. They're bored to death with our style of football. And I love hearing people saying, oh, it wasn't our first team and all that kind of stuff. Let's be honest, it pretty much was our first team. The only real noticeable player missing was Pogba. Yes, and you could argue Marcel's on the bench, but for me personally, I think Mata and Sanchez played pretty well. They didn't have many touches in the game, but when they did, they actually utilised the ball quite effectively, and they made the most of it. So yeah, I suppose obviously Marcel's the other one, but I would say Pogba is the main miss from that team. Apart from that, I wouldn't you know, be against a senior charismatic midfield just so Pogba would have control next to him, so he wouldn't have to feel like he has to do as much defensive work. But yeah, let's touch upon that a bit later on. But yeah, in general, pretty much our first strength team, and make no mistake about it, we got absolutely dominated for 60 minutes up until Lukaku's second goal by a relegation potential team. So let me just set the scene for you. Yes, I know we lost them early in the season, but they absolutely passed us off the park for 60 minutes. They pegged Manchester United. Look at this badge here. Manchester United got pegged back by Huddersfield Town for 60 minutes. Flipping hell, the most undeserved victory I've seen in a while from us. We didn't deserve to win that game whatsoever. Yes, I can talk about the VAR decision, and to be honest, I'm not going to go into too much detail about that. I don't really give a shit. It's just a bit of a flipping shambles, if I'm being honest with you. That's my opinion on VAR. It takes too long as well, so I'm just going to completely dismiss that because I don't want to talk about that. It's easy for us to sit and complain about things that aren't even relevant to Man United, in the sense that how are we going to improve and that kind of stuff. Yeah, so regarding that performance in general, it was a bit of a shambles, mate. What are we doing? 60 minutes, we can't get the ball off them, and when we got the ball, we're hoofing it long. You'd think we're the relegation fucking team, wouldn't you? We can't keep the ball against Huddersfield Town. It's actually baffling, and there's not many excuses. There's actually not many excuses. To be fair to Smalling, he had a very good game, but again, I don't care. I literally couldn't care less about individual performance. As a collective, it was not good enough to get absolutely dominated by Huddersfield, and it's as simple as that. I'm kind of sick and tired of seeing boring performances against very average teams, you know. Before people say every team in the Premier League's good and you should be happy you got through. Of course I'm happy that we've got through and that kind of stuff, but it's just not acceptable. It's every other week, man. It's just so many mistakes and just so many poor judgments from our players. The passing, can you not pass the ball around the back? Can you not flipping keep the ball for like 10 seconds? I just don't know what's going on at the moment. Everyone's taking too many touches. But what I will say quickly is, it is the FA Cup, a very prestigious trophy. I am personally happy that we have got through, because if you look at it realistically, this is one of the only trophies we could win this season. Obviously the league's gone, we've absolutely bottled that. Champions League, of course we can win the Champions League. I'm not going to sit here and say we can't win the Champions League. Anything can happen in a tournament, especially under someone like Jose Mourinho. So I do actually believe in him in the sense that he has the capabilities of getting to the Champions League. Obviously he's done it with Porto, Inter Milan, lesser team so to speak. I suppose the Inter Milan team arguably was way better than this team. But anyways, you get my point. What I'm saying is Jose is definitely capable of doing it. However, what I will say is it's not realistic. If you're being honest with yourself, the likes of Barca, Bayern, all that kind of stuff, are more likely to win it than us, let's be honest. You know, we'll see how we get on against Seville. But yeah, in general, FA Cup is our most likely, most viable option of getting a trophy. So what I will say is, I'm not going to knock it. I do want to win it, of course I do. I'd rather have a trophy than not have a trophy. Before anyone says, oh, you always slag off Arsenal for winning FA Cup, blah blah, getting top four, completely agree. We should have high aspirations than that. We're so far off the league, and of course we're not even close to the Champions League. In my opinion, anyways. Hopefully I'm wrong. Of course, I'm more than happy to people to absolutely violate me later and say, Osman, you were wrong, blah blah blah. But yeah, just in general. Most likely chance of getting a trophy, I think we should go for it. It's as simple as that. And unfortunately, that's what the situation we are in at the moment. But anyways, moving on from that, like I said, we got outplayed by Huddersfield. What is going wrong? Firstly, we played the 4-3-3, which was completely better in the sense that that's exactly what we wanted. So we can't complain with the formation. I suppose the lineup again, like I said, it wasn't that much of a weakened team. I was fairly satisfied with the lineup, although there was a very much so lack of pace. I'm speaking shocking English, by the way, just ignore that. And there wasn't great lack of pace in our team. I think that's where we got unstuck. But in general, the board is back. Anyways, I'm mixing up a bit. So as you can see with the board, I've only got the final third on the pitch. Okay, so the other side is there. So we've got the final third marked up. The only reason I've done that is because this is where the problems lie, in the final third. Yes, I will agree with the fact that we've moved the ball very slow from the back to the middle of the park and to obviously the final third. You know, there's 3/3 on the pitch, the middle or whatever. We move the ball too slow through the thirds. That's a flipping given. Also, my massive frustration is the ball being pumped long to Lukaku in the air. So in the air to Lukaku, expecting him to fucking control it like he's Maradona, flick it over one guy's head, flick it onto the next guy. It's not realistic, mate. Just play the ball on the flipping floor, mate. We saw what Lukaku capable of yesterday. Sorry, he proved that if the ball is fed to him on the ground, he's more than capable of bullying the defender and actually doing something with it. It's too often in the air, and when it's on the ground, by the way, we don't have anyone next to him for him to pop it off. So basically, this is what our current system looks like. Okay, so let's just say it's a 4-3-3. If you're wondering what these extra players are here, they are the fullbacks. Because in my team, for Man United, I expect the fullbacks to be bombing up week in, week out. Obviously, within reason, sometimes you might have to sit against one of the better teams. But in general, there should be a 3-man. So say Lukaku's Sanchez, Marcel for the sake of it. Then we've got 3-man midfield. So we've got 1, 2, 3, and then we've got the 2 wingers. Okay, can we see the third man there? Okay, there we go. Right, okay. So what I want to look at is how we play football at the moment, okay? So this is what I'm seeing. Can we see the pocket of space here? Okay, this is the pocket of space. When I refer to pocket of space, players picking the ball up, the pocket of space, that's what I've always referred to. So behind the midfielders, in front of the defenders. This is the most dangerous area on the sort of final third, okay? Obviously, the box is a given, but this is where most of your creativity comes from, okay? The final third, the pocket of space in front of the back four, when you get a player picking the ball up there and running at the defenders. As you can see, we don't have anyone in that area. So normally what happens is, instead of trying to play down the middle and, you know, just try to penetrate the defense through the pockets or through passing through the lines. So as you can see, we've got lines here. So passing the ball through the lines, how often do we see that? Not often, and if you do, it's a shit ball, okay? So, if you pass the ball through the lines, let's just say he passes the ball through the lines for a change, it goes to Lukaku. So Lukaku's got the ball here, fantastic, he's controlled it, makes a change, no, I'm joking. He's controlled the ball, what is he meant to do? Please somebody explain to me. We've got one man older down here, we've got one man older down here. Let's be honest, he's not fucking Messi, is he? A lot of players aren't Messi. What is he meant to do, okay? So, couple of things. First and foremost, can we get closer to Lukaku? I'm tired, sick and tired of seeing Lukaku playing in isolation. This is how we should line up, okay? Especially against someone like who's Huddersfield. So, ball gets played into Lukaku now. Now he's got two options next to him. He can pop the ball off to whoever this is, to say Martial or Sanchez, and they can lay it off to the fullbacks, which obviously benefit us massively. So as we can see currently, realistically speaking, the ball does not get played through the thirds because, look, if it gets played through there, Lukaku's on his own, he's going to lose the ball. That's why the ball probably doesn't get played through there. So what we do, we play the ball here, we'll just piss about with it. Let's just piss about, play it to Luke Shaw. Martial just goes down there, that guy will press him, he'll pass the ball to Luke Shaw. Sorry, he'll pass the ball to Martial, that guy will go across, Luke Shaw will overlap him, whatever. Same old. Pass the ball down the wing, cross the ball in, it's absolute shit cross every single time. Just a suggestion. Okay. This is what I feel like we should be doing, okay? We're Manchester United, by the way. Just so you know, we are Manchester United. Look at this badge here. Look at this flipping badge here. We're Man United, mate. We should be fucking penetrating teams. Down the middle, down the wings. You need to mix you up. Yes, I completely understand our flipping wingers need to give us width I completely understand that. I'm all for that. All for it. However, you have to be able to mix your style of play up. Because at the moment, it's very predictable. Like I said, the ball gets played through the here, into Lukaku's feet, he passes it down here, runs into the fucking box, shit cross, hits the first man. Same shit every single week. How about, let's get the ball into Lukaku's feet. How about we get players closer to him, like a front three, almost like a triangle. He can pop the ball off, and now we've got overlap. So we've got basically that sort of situation. Obviously that's not realistic because they'll have someone a bit closer, they'll have these lot a bit further back. It'll look a bit more like that. That's kind of where we want to be playing football, okay? So the ball gets played into Lukaku, he needs to pop it off. Or even, this is mad because this never happens. How about one of our players actually try and, you know, trust Lukaku to find the pass, maybe a flick on, a bit similar to what Giroud's known for. His little flicks around the corner into one of our boys here, maybe around the back, or even around the the fullback and centre back. Get one of our players in behind, he can pass it cross goal, shoot, that kind of stuff. It does not happen often enough. See, my main concern, let me just move the players back. My main concern at the moment is very, very predictable, okay? So like I said, the ball gets played in and around, goes down the wings. So we play the ball around, goes down the wings, comes here, fullback overlaps him. Sometimes the fullback gets the ball, sometimes Martial comes in, whoever Sanchez on the wing. I don't really care who's on the wing. The ball gets hit into the box. It's a shit cross. One player's in the box, not enough players in the box. The difference with Sanchez on that left wing, okay? Now this is why I prefer Sanchez on the left wing to Martial. Of course, that's not a viable solution because obviously that means Martial isn't really utilised. So I'm gonna have to stick with Martial on the left. But yeah. He comes in, he drags, this is what I'm going to see. Get the ball on the wing, either run at him down the wing, so either attack him down this wing with the ball, or come inside, play the ball to Lukaku's feet, and run here. Can we see this? Look at this. That's Martial on the ball. So either run at your players, or look inside to Lukaku. We get Sanchez in here as well. Look inside to Lukaku, play the ball to him, get him running in behind, and try to actually play the fucking ball to people's feet. Why are we just kicking the ball long all the time? We hardly keep the ball. Why can't we just keep the ball in the middle of the park? It's not a difficult game, football. At the moment, the reason I think we're going wrong is because a lot of the times our flipping style of play is very predictable. There's a lot of side-to-side passes. Not many passes go through the lines of midfield, so not many passes are penetrative through this line of midfield. Obviously Pogba does it, Carrick does it. A lot of other players don't have the sort of cojones to do that pass. I know it's not an easy pass, but I think that's where we're going wrong. Just a lack of risk taking in the final third is absolutely mad, and unfortunately at the moment the quality is not being there. Let me just quickly touch upon Martial as well, okay? Martial's got the ball, he's on the left wing. What is he fucking doing? He just walks with the ball. I know it's inversed again anyways. Just say it's Martial. He just walks with the ball. So this is Martial. He walks with the ball. He's got lightning pace. We've seen what he did to Carvajal at the start of the season. Was a Real Madrid player. We see what he's capable of. What are you doing? He doesn't fucking run. It's like our players have got no appetite to actually move the ball quickly. It's too slow and it's too laboured. Like I said, what I would love to see is the ball being played through the thirds quicker for starters. Also, a lot more link-up play. Why are we not utilising Lukaku's strength? If you're going to play Lukaku up top, at least utilise him as a target man. Play the ball to his feet, let him hold the ball off, let him pop it off to players around him and get people closer to him. Why are we trying to get people all the way down here? Let's just make... Why? I know we're wanting the wingers to give us width, but why can't we get the fullbacks to give us width? Why can't that be the fullbacks? Why can't that be their job? There we go, fullbacks, give us width. Let's Martial and Sanchez come inside. How much better do you think we'd play? We'd have players like Sanchez and Martial right next to him like that. He'd be able to pass the ball off to one of these players running behind. They won't have a fucking clue what we're doing because obviously they're both capable of scoring from edge of the box. For me personally, the main thing that needs to change is, well, there's a couple of things that need to change. Intensity is non-existent. Bravery, aggressiveness, obviously the same thing. Going forward, basically what that means is, instead of playing the simple pass, why doesn't our players try to take a player on, play the ball to Lukaku, run off Lukaku? We don't have enough runners, and when I'm talking about runners, I'm not talking about stamina. I'm talking about enough people that are willing to run in behind, who are willing to stretch the defence, make them run back towards their own goal. We don't have enough people that are making this running behind here. Can we see this run? Enough people making this running behind. We saw from Lukaku's first goal, he ran in behind, he got the ball played to his feet. Same with the second goal, he ran in behind, he got the ball played to his feet. We don't see that often enough. How often do we see a killer through ball and then obviously our players running onto it? It's always to feet. We never see players meeting the ball in stride. It's never happening, or it hardly ever happens, and that's my frustration at the moment. Not enough players are running behind. The movement of the ball is too slow. The movement off the ball is non-existent at the moment. Not enough players are trying to make that third man run into the box. Not enough players are getting in the box. Not enough players are closer to Lukaku. If we try to change these things, get players closer to Lukaku, get players trying to run in behind, get players running off the ball, creating space with movement. Like I said, get players trying to find this area of space, this pocket space. Get more players into the pocket space, because that's where defenders do not want you to be. As a defender myself, I play centre back. I do not want to be against somebody who's right in front of me like that. Especially Lukaku, Marcelo, Sanchez. That would be an absolute nightmare, because I don't know if I should press him. I don't know if I should let him have a touch. I don't know if I should. What should I do basically? So if the ball gets played to Lukaku here, this defender is gonna have to come up. There's space there. He can just slip that in now. Martial's in. I know that looks very simple on the board, but I swear to God, that's exactly how easy it is. That's how easy it is to break a team down sometimes. You just have to have players willing to make that run. And unfortunately, at the moment, we don't have enough players like that. And Martial massively frustrates me because he doesn't do enough for me. He's shown in the last couple of months he's more than capable of getting a lot of goals. That's when he actually is in the mood to actually run and get in the box. But for some reason his body attitude his attitude in general has not been good enough. And speaking of attitude, again rumours regarding the Pogba situation. I'm not believing what they're saying. I honestly agree with Jose Mourinho. And before people say, oh whatever, Jose Mourinho this, Jose Mourinho that, I completely agree. Jose has to take responsibility about some of the style of football. However, he's right to drop a player if they've had absolute terrible games, and on top of that, when he's given instructions to a player and he's completely ignored them. So why is he not in the right to do that? So I don't understand why Jose is getting criticised for that. He's actually stood up and been ruthless there. Yes, I believe he should do it to other players, not just make an example of our more high profile players, but he's well within his right to do that to Pogba, and apparently he was ill anyway, so whether that's true or not is a different story. But if it isn't true and he did drop him again, then I don't know what to say to that, to be honest, because he should at least be on the bench, of course. But what I will say is, Jose is teaching him a lesson, and Pogba needs to fucking sort himself out. Apparently, Lingard in one of his interviews said Pogba's always late, and again, that's a flipping disgrace. The likes of Cristiano Ronaldo used to be there, Beckham used to be there an hour before training, practicing a free kick. So who the fuck are you to be late? As simple as that. I love you to bits, I'm not gonna lie, and I would be absolutely devastated if Pogba were to leave. If these rumours are true and he were to leave, I'd be flipping devastated. However, what I will say is, no player is bigger than this fucking club. Look at this badge here, and you remember the players who played for this badge. No one is bigger than this club. Yes, Jose might be in the wrong on some occasions, but if the player's attitude is not right and he's not willing to put in that extra 10%, then fucking get lost, mate. Simple as that. Give him to Real Madrid. I want Isco, I want Asensio in return. Isco and Asensio, I would be happy with that. And before people slag me off and say Pogba's this, Pogba's that, I'll take Isco and Asensio, to be fair to you. I said Cruz earlier, but no, I'll come for Asensio instead, because that guy's an absolute baller. But that said, it's been your boy Osman. Hopefully you enjoyed my sort of analysis, my opinions. Do you agree with what I'm saying? Like I said, it's there's a lot of things obviously I've mentioned in the video, but if you do agree, if you don't disagree, please feel free to challenge me. I'm always up for a debate. Drop a like if you're new, drop a like if you're new, subscribe, share by all means on my social media, that good stuff. But apart from that, enjoy the rest of your weekend. Well, what's left of it, a couple of hours. I will have a preview for Sevilla soon. But anyways, come on United, come on. By the way, we're on a 4-win streak in football. If you guys did watch to the end of this video, just know your boy has won 4 games in a row on the weekend. Let's flip and go. Come on, boys.